friends, and welcome back to my channel, or for those of you who are new and here for the first time, welcome. My name's Amy Rebecca. I am definitely not quite what you would call that girl, but I am working on creating my dream life and being the most fulfilled and happy version of myself and sharing the journey with you guys. I'm also really nasally today. Apologies. Anyway, in today's video, I wanted to share my new updated morning routine with you guys. A morning routine video is still a thing on YouTube? I don't know. But this is also about how I've been implementing more productive and healthy habits into my morning routine using what I have learned so far from this book. This is Atomic Habits by James Clear. What a book! All of the concepts and principles and science that the author goes through in this book are broken down very simply. It's an easy read and everything in here is very easy to implement. And what I personally love about it is that the whole premise in this book is about changing your life by making small, sustainable changes. Which, if you guys have heard me talk about my This Time Next Year challenge, if you're a member of the This Time Next Year challenge group and you're doing the challenge with me, then you already know that that is what I've been saying for the last 7 months. So having this book, reading all of the science that backs up that theory, that you don't need to make big monumental changes, just tweak little things in your daily routine to see huge differences. Oh, when I tell you I was instantly on board, I was. I'm going to link this down below if you guys want to read it. I definitely recommend it. But today I'm going to be talking you through my new and improved morning routine and how I have taken some of the things that I've learned from this book and implemented them into that routine. One of the things I'm trying to work on right now is waking up earlier, because I am not a morning person and waking up early is very difficult for me. At the moment I have my alarm set for 7:30, but eventually I'd like to keep pushing that back until 6 a.m. But here's something I do that you may think is a little bit counterintuitive for someone who's trying to become more productive in the mornings. I wake up at 7:30 and I just lay there. I don't jump out of bed, I don't immediately force myself to get up and start doing things. I just lay there until I feel ready to get up, which usually takes anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. And the reason I do that is because in this book, James Clear recommends that when you're trying to build a new habit that's kind of difficult, you should try building it in stages. The end result that I'm aiming for is to form a habit where I wake up at 6 a.m. and jump straight out of bed and feel great about it. And I'm so far away from that right now. But I'm building up to that in stages. So right now, I'm focusing on waking up at 7:30 a.m. Then once that action of waking up at that time every day kind of lodges itself in my brain and becomes a habit, I can start tweaking it and adding more to it and pushing it further. So waking up a little bit earlier and then a little bit earlier and then getting myself to the point where I wake up and immediately get out of bed. But according to Atomic Habits, doing it in stages like this, where it doesn't seem so daunting, is going to improve my success rate. Then when I finally do get up, I will chug a small glass of water to get myself hydrated for the day, and I go into the bathroom and brush my teeth. After that, I will head downstairs and start getting breakfast ready. First things first, you gotta make a coffee. And recently I've been really into making my own lattes with this milk frother that I got from Amazon. I'll link it down below. And while that's brewing, I will make a start on breakfast. And recently I've been trying to be more mindful about what I eat for breakfast. I'm trying to make something healthy and filling. Sometimes that's peanut butter on toast, or avocado sourdough, or a protein bagel with tofu and avocado, which by the way is delicious. Then while I'm eating my breakfast, I give myself a little bit more chill time just to come to. I actually don't drink my coffee until I finish my breakfast. And this was a habit that I got into because I don't like drinking really hot coffee. So by the time I finish eating my breakfast, the coffee is at the perfect temperature for me to drink. But this is where the next principle from the book comes in, because this is where I start doing some habit stacking. Habit stacking is basically taking one habit that you already have and then linking it with a new habit that you want to form. I already go and grab my cup of coffee right after I have breakfast. That's built into my system now. I do it without thinking. So what I started doing is sitting down at the dining room table and reading a chapter of a personal development book while I drink my coffee. This is such a genius idea, right? Because you're already automatically reaching for that one habit and ready to do it. So by pairing those things together and stacking them, you make it so that this new habit becomes automatic a lot more quickly than if you just try to remember it on its own. Right after I finish my coffee and my reading, I try to do some form of physical exercise. And some days that's yoga in my PJs. Some days that's going for a brief walk. Some days it's like dancing around the living room, whatever I feel like. The most important thing is that I do it right after I put that empty coffee mug in the sink. Because again, going back to the Atomic Habits book, when you're trying to build a habit, you want a consistent cue. So if my brain learns to recognize that as soon as I put my empty mug of coffee in the sink, it's time to do physical activity, then I no longer have to consciously remember that or psych myself up to do it, because my brain is just used to that coming next. So after I've done my little bit of physical activity, that's when I will come upstairs to get ready for the day. I don't have a crazy complicated skincare routine. I just put on a little bit of eye cream. I use the Green People C1 Age Defy Plus, and then a face cream. I use the Sand and Sky Tasmanian Spring Water Hydration Boost Cream. Then I put on a little bit of facial sun cream to keep those wrinkles at bay. And then I just continue with my hair and makeup as normal and throw on my clothes for the day. It's not anything crazy. I'm not waking up at 5 a.m. and going for a 3-mile run and then coming back and making like a 3-course meal for myself for breakfast. But these small changes of just like reading a chapter of a book, waking up a little bit earlier, and doing a little bit of movement in the morning, they have added up to make my mornings so much more enjoyable and also to set me up to be more productive for the rest of the day. Obviously, as these habits start to take hold and it becomes more automatic, then I'm going to start adding in some new things and waking up earlier and just generally tweaking it to make my morning more and more enjoyable and productive. So that is what my morning routine currently looks like, thanks to Atomic Habits. This is a really great book and I do highly recommend it if you're someone who is a procrastinator or you just find it difficult to build new good habits into your life. Same. This book definitely helps. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then don't forget to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, why not? This is a place where we get together to discover what's going to make us truly happy and how can we be the most fulfilled. If that sounds like something you'd enjoy, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button to become a member of our Odd Squad. We're all oddballs here. Also, if you like the idea of changing your entire life in 365 days with my This Time Next Year challenge, I will link that in the description box as well. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember that I love you all so much. You are enough, just as you are. And I will see you soon. Bye guys.